GM CEO backs Trump's auto tariffs. But what will that mean for your next car? With a 25% tax driving prices up over $2,300 and global trade wars heating up, your wallet and American jobs are on the line. GM's surprising support has shaken the industry, yet it risks fewer choices and higher costs for consumers. How will these tariffs reshape the U.S. auto market and impact your buying decisions? Stay with us as we break down the real costs, the political fallout, and what comes next. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and insider insights on this unfolding story. In 2025, former President Donald Trump revived his earlier tariff policy, proposing a 25% tax on all non-U.S. manufactured vehicles and a 10% tariff on foreign-made auto parts. His goal is to boost American manufacturing, reduce reliance on imports, and bring back auto jobs to U.S. soil. However, the implications go far beyond patriotism. According to the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, these tariffs could increase the cost of an average vehicle by over $2,300, directly hitting consumer wallets. Additionally, the move risks triggering retaliatory tariffs from trade partners like China, Mexico, and the European Union, which could further disrupt the supply chain. GM's public support for these tariffs surprised many in the industry, mainly because it places the company in the middle of an increasingly politicized economic strategy. In January 2025, GM CEO Mary Barra surprised the industry during a Bloomberg interview by endorsing Trump's auto tariff policy. She said, "We believe these measures will allow U.S. automakers to compete more fairly on the global stage and reinvest in American innovation." While her statement seemed patriotic on the surface, it masked a deeper strategy shaped by growing economic pressure. Internally, GM has been battling rising costs in electric vehicle production, facing supply disruptions due to ongoing semiconductor shortages, and addressing tough labor union negotiations. With the federal government reassessing EV tax credits and incentives in 2025, insiders revealed that aligning with Trump's policy was a move to gain regulatory leverage and shield domestic operations. Rather than a political endorsement, Barra's decision appears to be a tactical effort to stabilize GM's future by leveraging policy momentum during a critical transition in the U.S. auto industry. The announcement sent swift ripples through the auto sector. On Wall Street, GM's stock jumped 4% in one day, reflecting investor optimism about its support for the tariffs. Meanwhile, Ford and Tesla shares remained largely steady, but stocks of Toyota, Hyundai, and BMW declined, as concerns grew over their competitiveness and rising import expenses in the U.S. market. Industry leaders quickly voiced their views. The Alliance for Automotive Innovation warned that tariffs could significantly increase vehicle costs and threaten the stability of more than 300,000 American jobs within the auto supply chain. Ford CEO Jim Farley expressed worry that these measures might ultimately burden American consumers more than foreign competitors due to higher parts prices. The United Auto Workers gave a mixed response, supporting job protection efforts but criticizing the lack of negotiation to address rising costs for workers amid inflation. The global response to the U.S. auto tariffs has been swift and heated. In February 2025, the European Union Trade Commission filed a formal complaint with the World Trade Organization, labeling the tariffs as unjust and retaliatory. The move sparked fears of a potential trade war with one of America's largest economic partners. Under the USMCA agreement, Mexico and Canada issued warnings of countermeasures, including tariffs on U.S.-made vehicles and agricultural exports. Mexico's president accused the U.S. of breaching bilateral obligations, further straining North American trade relations. Meanwhile, China, which had already tightened import limits on U.S. vehicles, imposed an additional 20% retaliatory tariff specifically on GM cars entering its market. As reported by Reuters, this led to an 11% drop in GM's China sales during Q1 2025, highlighting the global economic risk tied to America's aggressive tariff stance. Enjoying this? Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. The impact of tariffs is hitting everyday Americans right where it hurts most, their wallets. According to a March 2025 report by Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new vehicle in the U.S. jumped from $47,200 in December 2024 to $49,850 by April 2025, marking a sharp 5.6% increase in just 4 months. This sudden spike has pushed many buyers out of the market. Dealerships in key auto states like Michigan and Texas have reported a noticeable drop in foot traffic, with potential buyers either postponing purchases or seeking used alternatives. As a result, more consumers are choosing to hold on to older vehicles, which is beginning to strain service departments rather than boosting new sales. This shift in consumer behavior signals growing resistance to rising prices, especially among inflation-weary households already grappling with high costs across the board. The Motor and Equipment Manufacturers Association revealed that despite efforts to boost domestic production, over 60% of U.S. auto parts are still imported from abroad. With the new tariffs in place, the average cost of these parts surged by 12%, putting added pressure on manufacturers and suppliers. By April 2025, several mid-sized suppliers in Ohio, Indiana, and South Carolina announced significant layoffs, signaling distress in the domestic supply chain. These disruptions have forced even industry giants like GM to respond. The company delayed the launch of two major electric vehicles, a redesigned Bolt and a new electric Silverado, by at least 6 months due to rising costs and supply volatility. This cascade of challenges highlights how tariff policies, while intended to protect American jobs, are creating unintended setbacks throughout the auto manufacturing ecosystem. As the 2025 election year heats up, Donald Trump seized on GM's backing during a Michigan rally, declaring, "Even the biggest auto company in America knows we need to protect American jobs from foreign greed." His endorsement aimed to bolster support among working-class voters concerned about jobs and trade. However, the response from Democrats was swift and sharp. Senator Elizabeth Warren accused GM of profiting off patriotic theater while continuing to offshore critical operations overseas. Meanwhile, the administration, which remains in office until January 2025, is actively exploring legal challenges through the Department of Commerce to address the tariffs' impact and ensure fair trade practices. This political tug-of-war highlights how auto tariffs have become a major campaign issue, with both parties leveraging the debate to rally their bases amid growing economic uncertainty. By May 2025, the U.S. auto industry was undergoing significant changes in response to the tariff-driven upheaval. Manufacturers are actively revising their supply chains to reduce dependence on costly imports. At the same time, lobbying efforts have intensified, with industry groups pushing for policy adjustments to ease tariff burdens. Consumer advocacy organizations are also stepping up, urging for price caps and expanded tax credits to protect buyers from rising vehicle costs. Meanwhile, global competition in the electric vehicle market continues to surge. Notably, Volkswagen announced a $2 billion investment in U.S. EV infrastructure, aiming to strengthen its foothold and mitigate tariff impacts by supporting local production. In contrast, Tesla has largely remained quiet, benefiting from its vertically integrated supply chain, which shields it from many of the tariffs' financial pressures. This evolving landscape sets the stage for a dynamic and competitive future in American automotive manufacturing. In the end, these tariffs could change everything, from what you pay to which cars you can buy. Will higher prices and fewer choices push you to rethink your next car purchase? And how long can American jobs stay strong amid this trade battle? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on this story. Your next car decision might depend on it.